Alright, so I showed you guys how to look for men's product for Dhgate, and now it's time we do stuff for the ladies. So we're going to show you guys how to search up women's purses or bags or whatever on Dhgate. And if you were here for the men's side of the video, it might sound the exact same, so feel free to skip over to the product review portion of the video, which will be timestamped somewhere down there. So here we are at the Dhgate website. It's just dhgate.com. If this is your first time here, right up at the top middle, we have a search bar. That's where we'll be typing in all of our keywords to find the items that we'll be searching for today. On the far left, we have all of the categories, cell phones all the way down to automobile and more. As you hover it, you can see it'll pop out. This is how we're going to be finding our women's items today. Bags, purses, wallets, etc. I'm going to show you guys how to go about scouting out these items. So, first thing at the top here, when we are looking for items, we do not use any of the terms that are basically the name brand of the goods. So, if you're looking for LV, if you're looking for Gucci, Dior, any of those things, you can't type it. If you type it, nothing will show up. So for example, I will type Dior into the search bar, and nothing should come up because they are, there you go, nothing. It's just going to show you miscellaneous goods with censored branding. And that is because it is counterfeit goods and very illegal. So as soon as you use these type of words, you'll never be able to find anything, because anything with that in the keyword on the name of the listing will be deleted or taken down very, very quickly. So what we actually have to do here is probably use words like luxury or name brand or something like that. You have to go with a very generic naming for the keywords, because they won't be able to be found otherwise. So if we type something like luxury bags, there's a very strong chance we'll find something here. So, as you can see, these items showed up, and if you've noticed, you're not going to be able to find any of the exact items because everything's going to be censored, like I said, even on the images. So you'll have to use your own personal knowledge of handbags, purses, backpacks, wallets, whatever it is, to be able to identify what has been photoshopped or not. So for example, I am very familiar with how LV products look. So the second item here is very clearly an LV bag. I can recognize the stitching design and how they do the leather work on it. And the one right below that is Prada, because they use a triangular shape. But as you can see in the picture here, you can't even see the Prada wording on any of these bags. But if I were to click onto it, you'd be able to recognize it up close. And if you were to compare pictures to a legitimate product, you probably get closer to what you're looking at. So this one's being listed for $47 per item, right? Now, a few things you want to look at whenever you look at an item on Dhgate. You want to be able to check the number of reviews and the transactions. I like to always make sure that the number of transactions is at least equal or more than the number of reviews. If the number of reviews is higher than the number of transactions, a little bit of a red flag, as that should be, because the number of reviews, if it's more than the number of transactions, it doesn't really make sense. How do you have 500 reviews and 10 transactions, for example? Transactions would be the number of sales, by the way. So we see the price at $47. Sounds good to me. Has with box, no box options. Just follow the prompts as you see, you know, what colors you like, and etc. If you'd like to see if the item is actually legitimate, I highly recommend messaging the sellers. Usually they will send you images of the item themselves before you have to place the purchase, so you can make sure you're getting what you're expecting to get. Right down here, another thing you want to look at, the specifications of the item. We have basically what the bag is going to be made out of. So whatever the bag is made out of will be listed here, and make sure the price will determine the quality of the bag and the materials being used on the bag. So if you go too cheap, the bag might be made out of something like PU leather rather than genuine leather. Or, for example, this bag is being made out of nylon. That's because it's $40-something purse. So they're not going to use leather on something that costs $40-something. However, if you keep looking around the DHgate website and say you find another purse that looks exactly the same with a higher price point, like say $90 for the same purse, it'll have a different material listed here, something like perhaps genuine leather or PU leather rather than nylon. You'll just have to do your own research there, identify it with the legitimate item if you want to match it up. If you don't care, maybe you can go cheaper and no one will even notice the difference anyways, honestly. Last thing you can do here is check, obviously, the reviews. Some will be duplicate reviews. If you find listings with duplicate like reviews, it's most likely bots putting it. If they are unique reviews like these here being shown, most likely these are actual real reviews. I believe there's also a filter with images, but there are no images here today for us to check out for this product. But that'll give you an idea to see how good the listing is before you decide to buy it. So you want to check out the price, the materials, reviews versus the number of transactions, and the use of the keywords properly when searching them. My favorite ones would be luxury and designer. So those would be very good words to use when searching through the search bar. If you don't find the exact item you want, you could also just go through one of these items and then scroll down to look at customers who bought this item also bought, or customers often bought with. Chances are you will find more luxury items that perhaps didn't come up through the search bar normally. So like right here, this is a very clearly a Christian Dior designed bag. So this bag here, this Prada bag, led us to a Christian Dior bag. So we'll go ahead and click into that, and sure enough, if you compare it to an actual Dior bag, the logo or the name is censored right here, but very clearly this is the design they use. This is the design they follow with many products. And if you click on one of the items and options, I guess it has sizes for this one, but this one costs $72. Chances are it's going to be a pretty good bag. This is a type of bag I would probably go for if I were a female and and I wanted a knockoff bag, to be honest. I would check out the materials. It says canvas, letter embroidered flowers, and then I would probably check customer reviews here next. Everything looks good. Everything is to my satisfaction. Reviews are more than the number of transactions here, which is a little bit of a red flag, but as long as there's 85 legitimate sales on the item, I'm not too concerned. The last thing I would check here is I would message the seller to make sure I'm getting what I'm getting, because sometimes they will actually just send you this bag with none of the embroidered letters where they should be across the middle. So you can just message the seller to confirm that everything is correct, and if all goes well, you'll be ending up with a proper bag, or a bag that you are expecting that is high quality. So without further ado, we can get to the review portion of the video. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them down in the comments. Again, due to the nature of this type of video for Dhgate, I will not be putting any links. As I said before many times in past videos, that links get taken down really fast. Links to websites, links to sellers. The sellers get taken down fast. It is copyrighted. It is illegal. I do not promote or condone the sale of fake bags. This is just self-awareness and educational form of video for you guys out there that want to, I guess, purchase it for yourself or something like that. But yeah, we'll get to the physical review portion of the video. We're going to check out a couple of bags that I have here myself. Obviously, I don't use them for myself because I am a guy, but I do know a thing or two about the quality of bags and the materials compared to a legitimate purse. So I hope you guys enjoy this part of the video. Alright, so now we are here in full screen view. Hopefully this webcam quality is good enough for you guys. I hope. But this is the box that it came in. It came in an LV box for this one. Unlike for the men's stuff, it did come in a knockoff box. It took a beating in shipping. Keep in mind, this is being shipped on a boat over like 3,000, not even 3,000, maybe more than that miles wise. But yeah, I'll point this camera down for a sec so you guys can check this out. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and open this up for you guys. Okay, little magnetic box. It's cool. Doesn't really matter. It's a pretty danged up box, pretty torn up. That's just the way it's gonna be. And yeah, ignore the blanket on the floor. Inside the box, nicely wrapped in a little baggie. It is going to be our bag, so to speak. So here it is. I don't know the exact name for it, but the keywords were like fashion designer shoulder bag, crossbody bags, or something like that. And it is like a, I don't know the name of the bag. Honestly, I'm a guy. Well, who am I kidding? I look at these things just to do research purposes. But what I do know is, in my experience as a seller back in the day, and traveling to Chinatown and New York and seeing those bags, as well as downtown LA, is that this bag is actually pretty solid quality. Costs about $90. 95 is what the total came out to after shipping. Fabric quality is very, very good on the leather. The print quality looks really nice. You can see it on screen here. And it's very clear. And I haven't even taken off the plastic on this, but I believe it's magnetized. Yeah, it's magnetized. And they even put stickers over the magnet. You can see the print here. Looks very clean, looks very symmetrical. The stitching feels very solid and strong across the sides. Suede on the top of the interior right here. And it looks like they also provided a strap that comes in its own little baggie. That's always nice to see. I assume this is going to have the LV print as well, with gold little clasps with LV logo on it as well. Inside we have a zipper. Let's go ahead and test that out and make sure that it's smooth. Okay, closes nicely, opens nicely. Got no complaints there. Very solid. Interior pockets on the deep inside, and then on top of having a leather strap, it also comes with a chain. So let's go ahead and take the chain out so you can check that out. And look at that. Very nice, very shiny, very heavy. I definitely feel the quality here. And again, with the branding on the clasps, which maybe I'll have to take footage with the camera for you guys to see that. But yeah, this is very sturdy, very heavy, very solid looking. There's the back of the bag. Nothing too crazy. The sides, left and right, again with the clasps here. So it looks like you can use a leather strap and the chain if you're feeling fancy. Yep, and then there's going to be some tags on the inside. I'm going to have to film that on the camera now. You probably can see it. But very nice looking bag. Bang for your buck, definitely. I'm going to have to give this probably 10 out of 10. I don't feel like you could do much better in terms of quality. I will say I don't know the type of bag it is, but you see how the branding is like straight up and down. On the back, I noticed since the material continues straight through, it flips upside down on the back side. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be, but most likely if it's in one piece, right? So that's the only gripe I have with it. The ink quality on the leather itself, on the print, looks very, very strong. It reminds me similar to my messenger bag, where there's no smudging. It's a very clean looking pattern, and I don't really see any discrepancies or problems on it. So very, very good product. What else do we have in this box? It looks like just a fake receipt and review stuff. So stuff we don't really need. Silicone gel. That's about it. And for this box, let's get into the next purse to show you guys. Alright, so for our second purse, we have another box here. Also came in a box. I think I made sure these products came in boxes, but this one's a bit bigger, a lot bit bigger than the other one. Again, went through hell during shipping, dinged up corners, everything. You can see it get all chewed up. But that's not what we're concerned with. We're concerned about the goods on the insides. Let's flip it open and show you guys here with another unboxing. Okay, same situation, same action here, a little baggie. And then the product itself on the inside is going to be this backpack. I remember this is going to be like a similar color as the other bag. I think I did look at this a little bit before when it first came in about 3 or 4 months ago. But it does have like a fake little receipt thing. Again, I'm not going to show that because it shouldn't matter. You're not going to be able to resell these things anyways. And you shouldn't. But yeah, this is going to be how the bag is. Again, similar buckle style, similar pattern. The dark color and the light color is just switched. Again, same buckle pattern, magnetized on the inside, very cool. There is a button thing here that holds the bag together. On the back of it, we're gonna have the hook clasps. So there's gonna be 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. You'll probably see footage here of them up close and how those look. Handle on the top, not gonna quite tear this off yet, but it looks very sturdy, feels very solid. Let me yank it around. Yep, real good. Got no complaints there. On the inside, we also have a leather straps. So these are going to be your backpack straps there. Fantastic. It is a single colored brown strap. I'm not going to pull this out, obviously. And then on the inside there, we got a pillow for it to keep its shape. That's always pleasant to see. Again, so this one does not come with a chain, of course, because you're using it as a backpack strap. And it is massive on the inside, black suede again on this one. And baggy hole on the inside, interior baggy hole. You put your cell phone in there, makeup, maybe lotion or whatever. But this one's much more simple. It's just one big hole and then a tiny hole. So simple as that. Fabric on this one is also exactly the same as the other one, I believe. Let me double check the price tag that was paid for this one. It was also in the 80s. So very solid pricing there. Both of these purses were PU leather, not real leather. So I want you guys to know that for that price point. I believe you can get legitimate leather on both of these bags here if you are paying roughly $150 to $200. But I feel like at that point when you are wearing a bag, I know you ladies like to change up your styles pretty much seasonally, or probably every 6 months to a year, you guys switch bags. So rather than spend maybe $3,000 on a bag like this, I know the price tags are crazy. This might be something you want to consider. You get to flex off different styles. Like, what would you rather have? One $3,000 bag essentially, or 30 $100 bags? You tell me. Or just 1 or 2, and then you just use that money on food or something else. Like, seriously, that's just my opinion on it. But however you guys choose to spend your money and how you guys want to do your own fashion, whatever it is, that's up to you. Again, quality on this bag is fantastic, though. I've got no gripes with it. This is what you can find on Dhgate if you do your research properly and, you know, look at everything very carefully. That's just the way it is. I would say take your time, really. Just the key is take your time looking around, because you just don't know. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I know it's weird for a guy to be reviewing bags and purses, but I actually used to go around with my parents a lot looking at bags and purses, so I'm very familiar with how to identify fake bags as well as fake shoes these days, because of, you know, the stitching, the way the cross stitching is handled, and also the print. And here I do notice it here. You can tell that it's fake here if you follow the stitching, because if you look at the fabric lines and this and that, I don't want to get into it in detail, but yeah, it's very solid overall though. Unless other people know these things, they won't notice it at a glance, is what I'm saying. If you put this bag next to another bag, actually I have a real bag here. Alright guys, I'm going to use this as an example here before we cut out this video. If I were to put this bag next to this bag, would you be able to tell which bag is fake and which one is real at a glance, at a distance, if someone were to wear it? I wouldn't be able to tell you that, and no one would. This is the real bag, by the way. In case you didn't realize. But yeah, I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments about, you know, about the bags we're reviewing here today. or what your personal experience has been with DHgate. Obviously, I do not condone you buying fakes, and do not sell them and whatever, because it's illegal. And yeah, this is pretty much just an educational video. Obviously, I'm not buying these purses for myself. There's zero reason for me to wear a purse. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Let me know if you want to see more DHgate content or card openings or anything of that like. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.